don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. Just give me that. Just give me that, give me that. Just give me that. I don't care what you got, just give me that. All along, it's a place is crawling. Y'all them a move on the body, them balling. Just a team, just a lot of noise.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee. I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to freak out. Yeah, I didn't freak out. That's right. That promo didn't scare me. We have a great show for you guys in store. Tonight, we have more gold and green league action for Tag Wars. We are also going to see some Chippy Wrecker action. The continued tournament to see who will face Jimmy King at Wreckfest also still continues tonight. But before all of that, we will continue Tag Wars. Like I said, we have before you the brackets, or at least the scoreboards currently. As you can see, Women's World Order and the Outcasts are tied at 3 in the Gold League, and in the Men's League, the BSK, and I believe that was the Bear Hearts or the Reiner Foundation up top. I couldn't catch it what it was there. But as you can see, we have the Bear Hearts and the East End Boys going up against one another right now. That is going to be your opening match. We are continuing things on. Tag Wars is coming up. I am so very excited. We have Tag Wars coming up here on the 4th of July, which will be so fun to have happen. This is going to be our second Tag Wars. Our first Tag Wars was last year, obviously. That's kind of how these type of things work. But our last Tag Wars was such a hit. Everybody enjoyed it. We did have some complaints from the talent, so this year we decided that we were going to kind of change things up a little bit. Tag Wars was not going to be quite as convoluted and confusing as it was last year, so this year it actually is going to be a lot easier to understand. So last week I explained it, so I'm going to explain it again. Tag Wars will have 10-minute long time limit matches throughout the majority of the opening round matches, and that is going to be just about every single match that you see right now. Every single match that you see on Ambition will be opening round matches. Those will be, they're not really a round, it's just the competition round, as you would say. The finals, semifinals, both will happen at Tag Wars. The opening matches will be the semifinal matches. We will even have Tag War in there, is what it's going to be called. The match is going to be called Tag War. But they will have those in there as well to see who will be the number one contenders for both titles. Oh my god, the ref's been taken out. But we will have Tag War for both men and women to see who will be number one contenders for the titles after Tag Wars, and then the finals for the Tag Wars finals will take place after that as well. So all of that will happen in Minneapolis at First Avenue at Tag Wars. But we're going to have ourselves some Jimmy King's coffee joint. Coffee, like I said, since we're back in the States now. Wonderful Milwaukee. You guys are awesome. Cheers. Speedy hits Red Cloud. Storm Dragon did not come in to save him. He either believed in Storm Dragon, or he either believed in Red Cloud, or Storm Dragon has already been in the match once. We are, though, moving forward through here. This is the East End Boys' second match, I believe, in the tournament. I think it's also the Bearheart Boys' second match in the tournament, too. As you can see, Red Cloud is just going to crawl out of the... Oh, my God. Red Cloud crawls out of the ring. Speedy jumps off the top rope, and just as he lands on the ring apron, Storm Dragon just shoots him off the ring apron with a shoulder block through the ropes. Oh, my goodness. And now we have them fighting outside. We do also still have a 10-minute count outside the ring. You can be counted out. There is disqualifications. Oh, he's got him with that crossface chicken wing. Speedy might be down for the count here. That chicken wing is no joke from Storm Dragon. Oh, he is not going to tap out. But as you see there, Jackie Bones did not come in to save his tag team partner, so he either believed in him or he had faith that he wasn't going to tap out. And there he is again. He's got him in that chicken wing one more time. My God, that might be enough. Oh, there we go. Jackie Bones this time comes in to save his partner. And throws him into the corner there. And now looks like some tag team offense from the Bearheart boys in a backbreaker elbow drop combination. Jackie Bones, Red Cloud is stunting to the crowd too much, and Jackie Bones is going to get tagged in from Speedy. Red Cloud prepared for it and takes him out double leg. 1. Oh, but Jackie's going to reverse it into it. 1. There we go. 2, 3, and Jackie Bones is going to steal the victory from Red Cloud on that one. Holy moly. Red Cloud did a double leg, took him down, went for a pin, got flipped on him by Jackie Bones, and Jackie Bones is going to end up with the victory because of that quick flip thinking. So that is going to be 3 points for the East End boys and no points for the Bearhearts, who are still not on the board yet. That is not the right scoreboard, guys, but we will hopefully get the right one before the next match. But the East End Exchange is going to get the victory on that one. The East End Exchange, I believe, now has 6 points after that, and as you saw, at least the Bearhearts did not have a victory, and again, they no longer have they still don't have a victory, as I'm sure you gathered after this match, but they will be continued. There is still a chance for the Bearhearts, because all you need, really, I mean, when it comes down to it, it's the top 4 teams in rank. So the way that the finals and semifinals are all going to be set up. The semifinals is going to be the top rank versus the lowest rank and vice versa for the second one. So it's going to be an interesting end, I think, because there's still a chance. There are still at least 2 or 3 matches from some of these teams. So there's still a chance, guys. I'm looking forward to Tag Wars. I hope you all are. The East End Exchange have been victorious yet again. We are going to have to take a commercial break really quick. Milwaukee, please stay tuned. Anybody out there not from Milwaukee, anybody out there in YouTube, also please stay tuned. We got to go through these commercial breaks. Sometimes those commercials are a little weird, but stay tuned for us, and we'll be right back with more action.
With Northland Woods Cooperative Energy and Water Treatment, the term keeping the lights on means something a little different. To us, the light's in the hearts of our community, and hopes in our youth mean enough to us to make a difference. From community outreach events to learning experiences for the masses, Northland Woods Cooperative Energy and Water Treatment look to build the community from within. Come see us at any of our local events, from sports to music, or just stop in our office on Spoo Avenue. Northland Woods Cooperative Energy and Water Treatment due to access made for kayfabe purposes only.
Welcome back, everybody. It was showing beautiful Milwaukee, Wisconsin in the summertime. It's a beautiful place to be. If you've never been to Milwaukee, you should definitely check it out. There's so much to do around here. We've been in town for about a week. There was Miller Field right there before or Miller Stadium or Miller Park, whatever they call it. But we've got Dalton in the ring going up against Rentala. He still has his other name, but we're going to call him Rentala because of we still don't know where that song was coming from. I'll admit that. We don't know where that song was coming from. But I'm going to call him Rentala. He's going to be up against Dalton. Rentala in the picture for Chippy Wrecker Championship. Dalton, who also is a former Chippy Wrecker champion in his own right. So that would actually be something that we have to keep an eye on for sure. Collar and elbow tie up. Oh, and a whip into the rope. Punch to the midsection. Dalton is taking control right now. Dalton was the 3rd Chippy Wrecker champion in the lineage of champions. And honestly, the list continually reads very well when you run down the list of champions that have been Chippy Wrecker champion. Jimmy King being the inaugural who held it for 408 days, and then Byron took it from him in May. Wow, over a year ago now. It's insane to think about that. And then Dalton, who took it in September of 2025, and then they've just kind of been back and forth. I mean, quite a few people. We got Benny Boom, Sadoon, a 2-time champion, and and now we have Mike Hale. We even have Stephen Grayton, who has been a champion in there as well for that week. But still, I mean, we've had a lot of people who have been champion. Right now we have Mike Hale defending the championship as Rentala circles after him. Rentala really trying to prove himself to the ranks of the Chippy Wrecker fan base because of that, just right in the face, because of how much he's been interested in trying to get that championship. This match is kind of like a proving match. It is, of course, it's the 17th of June. We're getting into the dog days. We're about to start summer here. Summer is about to begin. So honestly, it's believed that, at least Rentala believes, if he wins this match, he will set himself up for a shot in Mike Hale, because that is what Hale said. So if this happens, this match will be next week. Possibly. We really have to kind of get verification from the Chippy Wrecker champion, which is Mike Hale, who, he's just going on recently about the Chippy feud really being about having all the titles. So I really don't think that we're going to see someone lose the title that quickly. You know what I mean? Oh, we got a quick pinfall attempt here. Rentala only gets a quick 1 count before Dalton kicks out there. Dalton, who held the championship for about 70 or so more days. So he held it for a little more than 2 months when he originally won the belt from Byron. Oh, and a kick to the midsection. He's going to flip him up. Oh, and he's going to pound it down, and that could be enough there for Dalton to beat Rentala. No, it's not. So if Rentala wins this match, it has been confirmed that if whoever wins this match, regardless, Dalton's also getting an opportunity here. Winner of this match will be giving a number 1 contenders match, which will be next week. Oh, and there is a cradle drop. Oh, and there Rentala is not going to get it. Oh, it's not going to be next week? It'll be in Rochester. Got it. Okay, so it'll be in Rochester. Then a couple of days before Tag Wars, we're going to see these two go against one another. I'm being told in my ear that TJ wants time to actually, promote it. So, but we're going to have ourselves some coffee before too long here. I don't want to get yelled at, but here we go. Jimmy King's Coffee Joint Coffee. Cheers. I come back calm and relaxed to a chop battle. This is fun. Dalton with the chop. Oh, now they're hockey fighting. Oh, it's like my favorite thing to see when it comes to these. The hockey fighting is so fun. And now we've got Rentala, who controls the wrist. Could he be going up to? He is. He's going up for a little bit of that old school. And that might be enough. Could he pin him after that? He's going for the choke slam. Nope, not the choke slam. He's going for it. Oh, he's going for the pile driver. The tombstone, he hits him. Oh my God, Dalton's head bounces off the apron. And that's going to be enough. Rentala is going to be your winner. That was a hell of a match. Rentala will face Mike Hale on the first for that Chippy Wrecker Championship. And he hopefully feels accomplished, because that was a hell of a match by both, honestly. Both competitors put their all into this one and showed exactly why they need to be in this picture. The pillars of the division to a degree. I mean, my God. Every championship in this company has a ridiculous division. Doesn't matter if it's the world title or if it's the tag team title. Even the Black Label Championship division is absolutely insane. And there's that cradle shock style fireman buster that you saw Dalton hit. He's just, oh man, he is such a competitor. Dalton, like I said, a former Chippy Wrecker champion, not to be discouraged. He has been a champion in many places over. He will be a champion again. There's that old school by Rentala there. Kind of feigned the choke slam. He went for the pile driver instead. Love to see it. Kind of just the timing of it. Just the way he was able to do it there. But wonderful. Good job. Good job. That's all I got to say about that. Good job. That's all I can say. We're going to be moving right along here. From what I'm being told, we are going to hear from someone who is currently attempting to make a name for herself in the Women's World Championship division. Sav wants to have a word with everybody. Oh, don't. So we'll move along here. We're going to have Sav Speedin. She's going to have a word or two. Here we go. Maybe. If she's ready. Is she ready? No. Yes? Oh, okay, here we go. Sav Speedin, everybody.
The Big Bad Champ has been asking everyone backstage if they know who took her out. Look no further, you found your boogeyman. I have been watching you run around here, talking your shit, running your dumb crew. I'm done with it. I'm calling my shot. I want that title.
Sav Speedin coming up and saying that she was the one that knocked Lila down, and I'm hearing that Lila wants to say something. Here
you
we
did
go.
not take me out. You took me off and my feet with the lights out, while I was alone. That was reckless more than was dangerous. You won't get your title shot. Especially not that way. Girl, you think that you even remotely matter for me? Look where I am. I wouldn't be caught in that gross city.
Ooh.
You just reminded me why I do not go near these venues. You don't get crowns for making lights go out. Prove yourself for someone else, I don't care.
Wow. So Lila Hassan not feeling very happy about the attack by Sav Speedin, but at the same time not really encouraging continually. But here we go. We're going to move along to our next match. That's still not the right card, but at least we can show the point system currently. My God, the Women's World Order currently going up against Kamari and Davis. And just the way that Rhiannon came flying out of the gate right there, that was a little bit crazy. So Kamari and Davis will be going up against Rhiannon. There will actually be a couple of matches that are going to happen on a new edition of a show that we're going to be starting here. It's going to be called Ambition Dark. That will be able to be found wherever you find your alternative to YouTube. I don't even know what's going to be posted, but we have a quick modified sharpshooter that is going to get Kamari saved by Davis, and now Tessa Fox is going to be brought into the ring. Again, with this tag team tournament we've got for Tag Wars, last year's winners were interesting. So last year's Tag Wars was actually the crowning, for the women anyway, the crowning of the Women's Tag Team Championships. And then the Men's Tag Team Championships were already decided, but so that last year was actually just a regular tournament. Oh, we've got Rhiannon going to knock... Oh, goodness. Rhiannon's going to knock Kamari out of the ring, and oh, and a dive. Oh, and she's going to miss because Kamari, was smart, gets out of the way. So Eric Black and Paperboy won Tag Wars last year, and Power Sparks, who were the inaugural RWR Women's World Tag Team Champions, won last year for the women. So this year it's going to be a little bit different. You know, obviously they're going to be winning the leagues. So we will have to see exactly how they plan to do that. A few things are going to be changing throughout. We saw that Chippy's Brawl switched up a little bit. We saw Uncle Rich get the win just this couple weeks ago. Oh, and a flip over. I don't even know what you would call that out of Kamari. And Rhiannon is in trouble. And she's going to kick out. She cannot be saved, I think, by Tessa Fox, because she's already been in and out here. We have a lot that goes on within Chippy Wrecker Pro. You know, we've got championships, we've got tournaments, and just Chippy Wrecker Pro. You know, Chippy Wrecker Pro alone, outside of the RWR, even though the RWR main titles are they call Chippy Wrecker Pro home. But when it comes down to it, I mean, we have titles. We have Chippy Wrecker Championship for both the men and the women. We have like I said, we are the home for all of the RWR championships. We are the home of the Koshki Cup, the Riot Makers, the Chippy Brawl, the Chippy Brawl winners. We are the home of Tag Wars. We are going to be having the Bohemian Crown coming up this fall. That's right, this is the first you guys are hearing about it, but I will be continually telling you about it throughout the summer. Oh, and there's another great move. I don't even know what that move's called either, but that it was taken down. Kamari on the ring apron watching as Davis gets dismantled by the WWO. Tessa Fox now throws Kamari's partner into the turnbuckle. Davis really kind of trying. Oh, there it is. She's starting to crawl over Kamari, but because of the showboating by Tessa Fox, is it going to be something? Nope, she does get the tag. Tessa Fox, too busy showboating, is going to allow Davis to get the tag out, and now Kamari is in the ring. Oh, and a rebound lariat takes down Tessa Fox. I don't think I've seen anything like that before. Tessa Fox now being brought away from the ropes. Kind of looked like Kamari was about to attempt a tag or a pin, but it did not go excuse me, the way that I personally expected. I'm being told that later on we will hear from Chromium in response to Loba from last week, as well as hearing from Mike Hale about Brentala's victory earlier. And a breaking up of the pin by Rhiannon is going to save Tessa Fox, but at what cost? I mean, Jordan Davis really kind of on point right now, paying attention to what's going on. Until she gets thrown for a loop by Tessa Fox. Goes for a quick pinfall. I don't know if Rhiannon can do much, but I know Kamari can come in. Kamari, though, because of that entrance of the ring, even though Davis kicked out, that is her one and only opportunity in the ring. That does count. So Davis, unless she tags out, is on her own. She will not get a breaking up of the pin by her partner. As you can see, Rhiannon running in. Oh, and a huge 360 lariat. And Davis is down. A big splash from Rhiannon. That might be enough. And like I said, Kamari can't save her partner. No. Davis is going to kick out. Showing a lot of tenacity. Oh, big springboard stomp. Coup de grace to the chest. Rhiannon stomping Davis. Oh, and there's a huge... God damn. A big leg drop is going to take down Rhiannon. And now Jordan Davis is going to hop down, but hop back up onto the ring apron. Looks like she's climbing to the third rope here. Oh, and a frog splash, and that might be enough. You can kind of see the wind get knocked out of Rhiannon there. Kamari watching as her partner, making sure that there's not really much, like I said, Kamari could do outside that ring after having entered there in that one pinfall. So Davis, unless she tags out, is on her own. Oh, and a huge pump kick. Kind of see Davis is thinking whether or not she wants to go in and get her partner in the ring or not. Oh, and another huge pump kick. Oh, she just kind of goes for a diving stomp, or a diving leg drop, and it just does not seem to hit. And Rhiannon went after Kamari. Holy shit, diving lariat. Rhiannon went after Kamari when Jordan was out of the ring there. And there is a pinfall. And Women's World Order are going to win this one. My God, that diving lariat. Just the way that Jordan Davis's head hit the mat. I wonder if she's okay. That one had to hurt. Like, that one genuinely had to hurt. There we go. There's that gory bomb that turned, I thought it was going to be a gory bomb. It turned into this, like, flipping, I don't even know what you would call that. But it definitely did enough damage, but at the same time it didn't do enough damage because Rhiannon did not succumb to that. And there is, like, when Tessa Fox was last in the ring, that huge, kind of like modified Deadeye. There it is. I was trying to remember what Hangman Page called it, but there's the win right there. The Women's World Order are going to get the win. There's more points for them. Unfortunately, Kamari and Davis do not get the win here. We will have to move on to a commercial break here after we see the replay here. There's that frog splash that Davis. Here's that lariat. Just boom, and look at the way that Kamari's partner just bounces off the mat. You can see like even the wince from Kamari. Jordan Davis, I don't think she's okay. But we have a win by the Women's World Order, and like I said, we're going to have to hit a commercial break. We will be right back. Stay tuned for more action and more talking and more Phil.
Come see Uncle Kebab. I'll fix your car.
Welcome back. Thank you very much for staying tuned through the commercial breaks. We're moving along. We've got another match here. We've got the BSK coming out. It's going to be a Green League action match here. BSK kind of salty that they are no longer the tag team champions. They lost those championships at Chippy's Brawl. Held them for 190 days. That is probably still not the right one, but I guess that works. They're trying. I'll give them credit. They're trying. That's not the right graphic. But like I said, they're trying. I'll give them credit for trying, I guess. But no, the BSK I think had more points than that. Pretty sure they got more points than that. Sons of Exodus, they're coming out here pretty soon. I'm going to see if I can't find my own bracket here. Give me a minute, guys. Well, not give me a minute, but you know what I mean. We got BSK out here now. All right, let's see here. So. No, that ain't it. So is it this one? No, we got Sons of Exodus. Yeah, okay, so here we go. So, BSK have beaten the Bear Hearts, so they have 3 points. East End Exchange have beaten the Reiner Foundation, so they have 3 points. The Sons of Exodus, this is their first match, as well as BSK, this is their second match. So, you see Sons of Exodus, Stephen Gayton coming out. He looks like he's got a Steelborn Bastards vest on. That's a Jimmy King special. Sons of Exodus, who are SPW talent, coming up here in Tag Wars. They spend a good majority of their time over in Japan as well. So, I wish they had the right graphic for it, though. Sons of Exodus, they've been wrestling together for a good while now. This will be their first time on the board. And I honestly, putting points, I mean, even if it's 0 points, putting points on the board in that way is a first. So, I'm being told that the World Tag Team Champions will get their first action next week. Given that they were given 1 point, part of them don't really believe they need to really continue to push out what they. Oh my God! A drop kick right out the drop from Jordan. A little bit. I can't talk now. That last batch of Jimmy King's Coffee Joint Coffee really had an effect on my splitty beach. See what I did there? Anyway, so Jordan coming in here. Oh, and we got Jordan Green going up against Stephen Grayton. Oh, and there he goes. Stephen goes for a flying leap there. Jordan wants Stephen on his feet. Springs through the ropes, but it looked like he was a little bit too far. I think he was going for his diving spear. Whips Stephen into the BSK corner. Now BSK has control. Oh, no. We've seen this before. Oh, and a double power bomb. double powerbomb, takes down Stephen Gayton. Sons of Exodus member Kang Otunga is going to save his partner from the pinfall attempt of BSK. Now, if BSK manages to win this one, like I said, that will put them firmly in the lead with 6 points. Kang Otunga comes in now. And like I said, this will put them firmly on the board. The Sons of Exodus win or lose this one. They have not competed yet. They have no points whatsoever. And though there's a pinfall attempt. And Best Shot's going to kick out. Though the champions, Saints 13, they have not competed. They are still on the board with 1 point that was given to them by the council for being the champions in the tournament. So defending their championships in the tournament has given them a point. There is a pinfall attempt, and Kang Otunga is going to steal it because it looks like Jordan went to go around the referee because he didn't want to hit him. But the Sons of Exodus is going to be your winner, and that makes a 3-way tie for first place between BSK, East End Exchange, and the Sons of Exodus, all having 3 points. And that means that BSK, the first team to have 2 matches in the tournament, is also going to be the first team to have 1 win and 1 loss in the tournament. So that is it's actually kind of interesting. Our main event match tonight will be a Gold League match that will see the From the Sticks team go up against Silver and Cold. But there it is right there. There is the proper updated one. East End Exchange, don't really think they should have an extra win in there. I don't know why that is in there. But anyway, so we got the Sons of Exodus. As you can see there was a 3-way tie for first place with 3 points. So that will play into the finals, I'm sure. But Sons of Exodus are going to have won that one. That's Stephen Gayton and Kang Otunga. We're going to be moving along here because we will hear from a member of the Chippy Feud, which is what the tag team champion Saints 13. What's that? I'm actually being told that it sounds like there's a bit of a confrontation going on backstage. It's like where they're planning to do the interview, there's something going on. So we're going to go back there really quick and see what we can get. Hopefully no fisticuffs.
So you want a shot at my title?
I want a shot at slapping you in the face.
Well, I'm standing right here. Take your shot.
I'd rather be paid for it.
You might get your shot if you keep with that lip.
Oh, wow. Okay, so we were supposed to hear from Mike Hill, but it sounds like he had a confrontation there with Rentala. So we have an interview coming up here with Loba. We have an interview with Loba coming up.
Loba, thank you for speaking with me. I have been trying to sit down with a few people since I was brought in here. A lot of people want to know about our roster. First things first, what got you interested in wrestling?
Anytime, Roger. Wrestling has been a passion of mine my whole life.
Oh! And we have Roger Trudeau there. That's our new interviewer trying to interview Loba. And Promian just coming in with a kick. I think Roger might need to get out of there. Okay, Roger took off. All right, slipped through that little crack there. Oh my God! Loba just gets thrown down in the concrete. We had to cut away from that because we don't know what's about to happen. We are gonna move along to the RWR World Championship tournament that Jimmy King announced last week. This is one of the semifinal matches. This is going to be Josh Rose versus Paperboy. The winner of this match will go on to face Benny Boom next week. And whoever wins that match next week will face Jimmy King at Wreckfest, which is coming up here in August. It is again the 17th of June. We're about to get into to summer months here. You know, the longest day of the year is coming up. We're about to hit July. The dog days of summer not long after that. Honestly, guys, this is my favorite time of year. Summer is amazing. Oh, and a nice control of the wrist right there for Josh Rose, floating over and taking control of the Paperboy wrist. And now he's pulling back on Paperboy. Paperboy, who has been wrestling for almost as long as the I would say the Black Brothers, but I can't really even say that because Jimmy King's name's not Black. But he's been wrestling as long as Jimmy King, and Eric Black has. One of their original trainees. If it was not for Eric Black taking a liking to Paperboy, there would not really be a Paperboy. There wouldn't even be a paper bag in his head. He'd just be this gross-looking thing. But that is all Eric Black. If that was not, if it wasn't for Eric Black, we wouldn't have that. So, but we have our main event that's going to be coming up this evening, and honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing how they can top this match between Josh Rose and Paperboy. Which, I mean, obviously it just started, but at the same time, I'm really looking forward to seeing just how far these two go, and I'm curious to see how a tag team match between Silver and Cold and the Sticks will be able to top it. So, I mean, we're deep into this match, this episode of Ambition. Oh, and a drop kick. Paperboy telling Josh to come on, fire up, let's go. Josh Rose, who has been all over both SPW and True North Wrestling. The absolute rose among the thorns. He's got a bulldog choke on Paperboy. I don't know if he can even get a hold of his neck. Paperboy, I wonder how big his neck is. You can't see his neck, so how big do you, how big is it? Most of his wardrobe he puts on through button down and whatnot. He doesn't even pull up over his head. Oh, we got a pinfall attempt. And if it does go over his head, it goes so far over his head that, it doesn't even touch his neck. He was wearing a singlet one day. Oh, man, that was funny to see him wearing a singlet. He was wearing like a Lycra singlet. I can't talk. Josh Rose now taking control on the ring apron. This is a dangerous place for Paperboy. Oh! Paperboy, who is nearing his 40s. Josh Rose, who is nearing his 30s. Josh Rose just taking Paperboy to task. Like I said, the winner of this will go up against Benny Boom next week in Madison. But honestly, in what condition, if Paperboy were to win this, in what condition would he be in? Because he's just, like I said, Josh Rose is just taking Paperboy to task here. Stands on the ring apron. Oh my God, he's going to the top rope. What is he doing? Whoa, no. Or at least he wants Paperboy on his feet. Oh my God, Paperboy is going to... Paperboy is going to reverse whatever it was Josh Rose had in mind, and he just gets the power slam of his life. Oh, and he tries to throw Josh Rose into the steps, but Rose is able to stop himself. But as Rose gets in the ring, Paperboy tries to take control of the leg. Oh, and he gets control of the leg. And the shin breaker is going to stop Josh Rose in his tracks. Now Paperboy kind of just throwing punches and just haymakers, trying to get control. Oh, and a big powerbomb possibility. Oh, and he just drops him jackknife style in the middle of the ring on his shoulders. I don't know if you saw that, but how high Paperboy landed on his shoulders was not a great height. And now Paperboy is down after a spear. Josh Rose looks like he might be going for yet another one. No, he's going to get him into a pump handle. Oh, and he hits him with a pump handle. Fade to black. And the only person that can do a fade to black that nobody will ever kick out of will be Eric Black, because Josh Rose failed there and Paperboy kicks out. And I feel like one of the people that knows all about the fade to black would be Paperboy, having trained with Eric Black and Jimmy King, because Jimmy King will employ it on occasion. I hit the microphone, I'm sorry. No cuts. This is live. Oh my God, and a turnbuckle suplex. I hate seeing those. How terrible those can go. I always hate seeing those. Paperboy fired up, trying to get Josh to stand over to him. And fade to black of his own with the arm captured behind him. Josh Rose is going to be able to kick out of that. My goodness. That was a hell of a maneuver by Paperboy. He called a shot there. It looks like he might be going for that Eric Black. Oh, no. Josh Rose was able to defend himself by ducking, but a few quick kicks by Paperboy keeps him at least in control on the top rope. Does Paperboy go? What is he doing here? Huge elbow drop to Josh Rose, and now Josh Rose is in terrible shape, terrible trouble. And now with the knee to the back, he looks like he's going for a modified camel clutch. And Josh Rose is in trouble. Can he stop it? He definitely can. Wow, he answered my question before I really asked it. Josh Rose trying to get some hits on Paperboy, but they're avoided by Paperboy. But that lariat is not able to be avoided. And there's Josh Rose with a modified camel clutch of his own. With that knee in the small of the back, but Paperboy is not going to give up. And as he tries to crawl away, what is Josh Rose thinking to put him away here? Grabs him once he gets on his feet in the turnbuckle. Throws him into the turnbuckle. Huge German suplex. That might be enough with how high he landed on his head. That could be it there. There we go. We got a pinfall. 1, 2, 3. There it is. Josh Rose is going to get the victory over Paperboy. That means that Josh Rose will next week face off against Benny Boom to see who will face Jim E. King at Wreckfest for the RWR World Championship. Hell yeah. We have the young upstart that has been on fire lately and continues that fire right here in this tournament against Paperboy, prepared to go up against Benny Boom next week, who at this point, yeah, he's a veteran, but he is still at the top of his game, and he is running hard. Benny Boom, a former Chippy Wrecker champion in his own right, not long removed from it, to be honest. I mentioned it earlier when they were having the match between Dalton and Rentala, the members of the roster that have been champions when it comes to the Chippy Wrecker champion. And Benny Boom having won that championship at Warzone this past year, so he has only just recently lost it. So we're gonna keep moving. Well, I guess not really just lost it, but, back in January, but still, still kind of fresh for Ben. We're going to keep moving here. Our main event will be a Gold League match between Silver and Cold and from the Sticks. Josh Rose, your victor here. We'll move on to next week face Benny Boom to see who will face Jim E. King at Wreckfest 2 in New York City. This is going to be a crazy match. Stay tuned, guys. We got the main event coming up.
When things in life are this important, don't compromise the future with an insurance company that doesn't have your family in mind. With Safe Haven Insurance, our family looks out for yours. Call us today and see just how much we can help you tomorrow.
Welcome back, everybody. We're getting right along to our main event right now. We have a Gold League match coming up for all of you to enjoy. Former World Tag Team Champions, Silver and Cold, the third Women's World Tag Team Champions for the RWR, only having just recently lost those in Manchester. Against the team that currently holds the titles. As you see right there, I think that might actually be the proper graphic to a degree, because I think the Amazon still need their point. Hang on, let me bring up my own. Let's see here. I like their music though. So what we got, that is the right graphic. So Women's World Order currently has 2 wins in the tournament. Silver and Cold have lost against the Women's World Order, so this is their second match here. But it will be, I believe, the Sticks' first match in the tournament. So we will have to see exactly how this plays out for them. The Outcasts, the only other team that have wins right now. Women's World Order have wins over both Silver and Cold and Kamari and Davis. So their 2 matches that they've had, they have already won. So like I said, this is going to be Silver and Cold's second match. And hopefully that means that they have figured out how things are working and they can get themselves back into this. And, having a loss early on, even having 2 losses early on, does not necessarily put you in a bad spot. That just means that you have to work harder and get more wins later on. So Silver and Cold, and from the 6, it's Ashley Drandenson? I can't remember her name now. And Vex. Oh, Ainsley Madison. That's her name. And immediately I guess you would call that a face crusher from Helki, and going for Ainsley. Immediately going for the arm. So we will see exactly what we have happen here. Silver and Cold, former tag team champions. Vex is a former champion, just not here. Ainsley Madison, who has never held gold, a trainee of Vex's. Oh, it has another face breaker from Helki. We'll have to see exactly how this plays out. Like I said, so we've got, the 2 wins right now from the Women's World Order. And Silver and Cold, this is their second match, and quickly, there's Holly Danian going for a quick pinfall attempt. We will have to see how it plays out and who keeps their winning momentum, or if an upset can happen. Ainsley with a boot to the back of the head. Like I said, Vex is Ainsley Madison's trainer. This is something that she's been doing for a little while now. Been training Madison. She has her own dojo out in West Virginia, where she's from. Appalachian Wrestling Dojo, as she calls it. And we have a pinfall attempt. Holly Danian, I don't know. Oh, okay. Helki has not been in the ring, so there she is, coming to save her partner. And Vex immediately went to go chase after her, but decided to stay with Holly in the ring. Ainsley Madison and Holly Danian with a little bit of... Oh, and her head bounced off that turnbuckle. Vex now, as Holly crawls for her corner. She's gonna grandersize until Helki gets in the ring. Vex and Helki with a little bit of a history. Oh my God! And a lariat just turned her guts inside out. Helki is on her back. Jesus Christ! I hope she's okay. Holly Danian still kind of loopy in the ring, getting out of the ring by the referee. Goes for a pinfall attempt here from Vex. That might actually be a moment that Helki kicks out, but Holly got in the ring, so that is something worth noting. Oh, and a jawbreaker. Helki now is going to take Vex down, or at least out of the moment. Oh, and a suplex, or a Samoan drop style suplex is going to take Vex on her back. I should mention that right now, the way the points are set up, the Women's World Order has 6 points. The second place people currently are the Outcasts with 3 points. The Amazons currently technically have 1 point as the world champions. And so then we have a 4-way tie, a 2-way tie, I can't count tonight, a 3-way tie with Silver and Cold, Kamari and Davis, and from the 6 with no points or 0, which are basically the same thing. So, collar and elbow tie up. Vex now throws Helki back into the ring. So, if the tournament were to end today, that would be how it would go. There would have to be a tiebreaker to figure out the 4th. Oh, and a drop to the back of the head. Vex takes Helki. I think Helki might be knocked out right there. She was checking her head, and she just stopped moving. Oh, maybe not. She's playing possum. Vex goes for a second rope dive. Not a wise decision. Whipped into the ropes by Helki. Now Vex is in the turnbuckle with Holly Danian's boots between the ropes, and now she just got bounced off of Holly Danian's boots. Helki gets out of the ring as Holly Danian attempts to go after Vex, who roll out. Holly taking a moment to talk to the crowd, but Vex taking her moment there and whipping her into the turnbuckle that she shares with Ainsley, now tagging in Ainsley Madison. We'll see how this goes here. Ainsley now waiting for Holly to get on her feet. Goes for a suplex. Oh, and there is that short leg spike DDT that is going to hopefully win maybe the match for Ainsley Madison and Vex, who are collectively known as In the Sticks. We have a pinfall attempt right here. Helki comes in to save her partner. That might still be enough. Nope, Holly is going to get on her feet. Ainsley now. Oh, what's she going for here? Oh, and she just drops her with a pile driver. That also might be enough, but there's a big running leg drop. Shit. Ainsley now with a leg drop. And that's going to be enough for From the Sticks to get their 3 points. Helke had already come in to save Holly Danion earlier on in that whole round of that tag, so that is why she didn't come in to save her there in the end. And we have a two-way tie now for second place, so that means that we have the Women's World Order with 6 points, Outcasts and From the Sticks with 3 points together in second place, and a two-way tie for last place because the Amazons have 1 point, which for some reason is not on this one. But like I said, From the Sticks with 3 points, they are going to move themselves up into second place with a tie currently with the Outcasts, which would put the third place being the Amazons with 1 point. Like I said, it's not on the board for some reason, but it's there. Silver and Cold and Kamari and Davis both still winless in the tournament, but don't count them out yet because that could mean anything. All it would take is 2 wins and a couple of losses by the teams currently with points, and that would continue the opportunity that they have. So it could go anywhere from here, guys. Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. And I've actually been told that I was wrong in the name. So we are going to get going, though, guys. Thank you very much for the Sticks as they continue their celebration. For my new announcer, as I misnamed him, his name is actually Roger McKenzie. Thank you very much, Roger, for helping me out, at least for trying to help me out. You didn't get an opportunity to say anything until you got knocked out of the way, but thank you very much. Also, for Longfellow Dangerson, I have been Philo Cup. Make sure you tune in next week in Madison. Thank you very much, Milwaukee. You guys have been fucking amazing. Have a good night, drive safe, and get home safely.